Oh, come on.
Okay. Billy is in need of a second date update this morning, and we want to see if we can help him out. So let's say hi to Billy. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good to talk to you.
Good morning.
Good to talk to you. So take us from the very beginning. How did you meet Angie, and how'd the first date go? And we'll try to break it down and go from there.
I met this really awesome girl on Tinder, and we met for lunch. So I picked her up at work and took her to Panera Bread.
Okay, a Tinder lunch during a work day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a nice way to break up the workday. Go meet someone new.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Fritz just put her jacket on. She's leaving. Are you going to a Tinder breakfast?
I'm going to the dentist.
Oh, okay.
To the dentist.
All right.
Sure.
Never mind.
You have a good time.
All right, bye. Sorry, Billy, continue. So you did a Tinder lunch. You picked her up from work.
Yeah.
You went to Panera Bread.
Mm-hmm. You know, it was good vibes, laid back, simple, chill, nothing crazy. I mean, we only had an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was a good hour. She was just really easy to be with, easy to talk to. We have a lot in common. We even talked about getting together and going skiing at Perfect North.
Oh, wow.
That'd be fun.
And that would be
well-
like, that's a big commitment date because that's an all day date. I mean, that is getting in the car and going. So there's like no escape.
Exactly.
I mean, it's an all day date. I mean, you're going to drive. How long does it take to get there? A couple of hours, right? No?
No,
An hour?
it's-
How
yeah.
long?
Well, from here, maybe 45 minutes on.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not that bad then. But then once you're all dressed up and you got the skis on,
You're in it now.
you're in it.
Exactly. So I had a great time. I found out we've got a couple of friends in common.
Mm-hmm.
I even called one of them, the day after our date, just to check up and
Get the story.
yeah.
That would be irresistible to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He told me that she's super cool and he thought we make a great couple. So green flags, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what else to tell you. I mean,
What kind of
seemed
work
into
does
me.
she do? She's getting an hour. Who gets an hour of lunch anymore? It seems like everybody's either eats at their desk or only takes a half hour these days.
Now, if you're in sales, don't you have a little bit of flexibility?
Oh, does
if
she
you're
work in
making
sales?
calls.
She does.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It was a good hour. It was a happy hour. I would call it actually. At least I thought. After we actually, we talked about getting together again. But when I dropped her off back at work, she leaned in the car and she hugged me and thanked me for lunch, which was cool. I told her that I'd talk to her later, and she said, "Sounds good." And that was it. I did call her and text her a couple of times, and I never heard back from her. So I don't know.
Does she have an expense account like some salespeople do?
I don't know yet.
Who paid for lunch?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell, especially if she's really. I assume you said the vibes were good. She's very easy to talk and be with. She would have to be if she's in sales.
Right?
Probably really good at making you feel like you're the only one in the room until she's got a client meeting. And then it's off you go. I don't know, man. It's tough. This is a tough one to decipher. But we're going to call her up, see what she says, kind of meet her over the phone, see what we can get out of her.
I appreciate that.
All right, you hang tight. We'll call Angie. A second date update continues on Cincinnati's Q102. Not all Tinder dates have to be hookups or meeting up for happy hour or having a big dinner date. This was a Tinder lunch with good vibes all around between Billy and Angie. At least that's what Billy thought. She's easy to talk to and be with. Lunch lasted about an hour. She did lean into did you say she leaned into the car to give you a hug?
Yeah.
So you got that and a promise, or maybe not a promise, an implied future date going to Perfect North. Is that accurate?
Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It never made it that far, though, because when you tried to follow up, she just kind of ghosted on you. Any other details you think are important before we call her?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's call Angie.
Hello.
Hi, Angie. This is Jeff, and I'm with my partner, Jen, and I got Tim here, and we're from Q102, and we were wondering if you'd have a moment to come on our little radio show and say hi and chat with us. Meet our team.
Is this about that guy? Is this a second date update?
Come on. Yes, this is about the guy. Assuming we're talking about the same guy.
Is it Billy?
It is Billy.
Yep.
That guy is clueless. Okay, what would you like to know?
Well, Billy called us to say that he enjoyed his lunch date with you. He liked the vibe you two shared. It felt very comfortable to him. He said you're very easy to talk to and to be with. He talked about maybe you two going skiing at some point in the near future since you had that in common. And I don't know, he tried to follow up and you've been busy. Have you been on sales calls? Like, what's going on? You've been out of town? Where you been?
I've been here. It was a really good lunch. I did think that there was something there, but then on the way back, as he was dropping me off, he did this really stupid thing.
So many of these second date updates come down to those last few seconds where everything's going great and then they blow it at the end. And I should have, usually I ask him, did anything awkward or weird happen
Slip
in the
up.
end? Yeah. Okay, but you say he's clueless, so what happened?
Well, it was just that. It was those last couple minutes. So after lunch, as he was driving me back, he asked if I had an extra few minutes. And I did. I mean, I didn't have a call scheduled. So he asked if he could make a quick stop. And I said, sure. Again, enjoying the conversation, just more time with him. But he goes and pulls into a Walgreens drive-through. And he pulls right up to the window and asks to fill his prescription. So, got a little bit more info, birthday and everything. And the pharmacist goes, when, comes out with his prescription, he goes, here's your Valtrex. Do you have any questions?
Oh.
And he goes, nope, I know what to do. Paid for it. And we just drove away like it was no big deal. And
For those who don't know what Valtrex is for,
it's herpes medication.
No one has time for 9 pills a day.
Is that the deal with Valtrex?
That was in the
Is that
commercial.
Valtrex?
I remember that in the commercial.
Oh, I got you.
No one's got time for 9 pills a day.
Okay.
Take Valtrex. You only take it once a day or whatever the hell
or
it
whatever
was.
the
I
dosing
see.
is.
Okay, so your point is dude's got the herpes.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've dealt with it before with a past boyfriend. It's a lot to have to worry about, but it was a lot for a first date, and then to act like it was no big deal.
I mean, really?
I had to take it wasn't Valtrex, but I had to take something like that when I had the shingles. So there are multiple uses for the medication.
That's true. You
got like a bad cold sore or something?
here's your opportunity to deny that you have.
I mean, Jesus.
Well,
Wow.
you asked her for the extra few minutes as you take her to the pharmacy drive-through.
Did you think that she wouldn't know what that was, or did you think that the pharmacist or whoever was handing you your pills wouldn't
Be a little
out
more
you?
discreet.
Yeah.
Well, discreet would be one thing, but wow.
No one's
I
judging
really-
you for whatever you got going on, but you revealed this.
I mean, there's probably a better way to let the person you're dating in on that information than the way you did it.
Is that what that was? Was that your method of letting her in on it?
No, I just didn't have any more time to pick it up. It was convenient. It was on the way. I mean,
But why ask her to stay in the car with you?
it was convenient. I mean, I just wanted to spend more time with her, and that was the only time I could get that done. I didn't think it would be such a big deal.
It's not a big deal that you have it. It's just something that I don't want to deal with. I had an old boyfriend who had it. He took it. That's why I knew what it was. I just don't want to do that again if I can help it. I was so nervous he was going to give it to me all the time, and it's too much, and it was a lot to be revealed without any sort of explanation or conversation on a first date. It was a turnoff.
I mean, you could just told me that on the phone or text me at least, but okay. I mean, Thanks for outing me on the radio.
I mean, you're the one who went and hit up Walgreens and then called Q102. Maybe you should use a little bit better judgment in the future.
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry,
So many
Billy.
lessons to be learned here always, right?
Don't take your new date through the drive-thru to get your herpes medicine.
It's a great jingle. Hey.
Results may vary. Well, best of luck to you both. Angie,
Yeah.
thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
You bet.
You too.
Thanks.
Okay. Sing it again, Tim.
And a 1 and a 2.
I like it. If you need a little help with the second date update, send us an email, Jeff and Jen at WKRQ.com.
Coming up, your shot at $1,000, the 1K letter of the day.